Yo, 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 it's the Wheelz Show. Man, on Sunday to start the week, I wrote another song, got that out the way, and then I recorded another song last week. I try to record a song at least every week just to get my music out there, show my talent that I can write any kind of music, but like right now I just been writing music talking about God, and I got a new idea on a new song, but y'all have to check that out next week. I think tomorrow, either Friday, I'll probably record that song I wrote on Sunday, so it's nice to be able to write music, and it just feels so good to be able to express myself and still be able to talk at that. I'm just thankful, that I can still talk. A lot of people can't talk on trades. Also on Monday, my tube has been leaking lately, so on Monday we got a tube replacement and got a new feeding tube because the other one I had was just leaking and leaking. It just wouldn't stop, so it was time to change it. It almost made a year. It would have been a year in April, and I think April I changed my trach again. I was thinking I did that stuff in January for some reason, but it's all good. It's just a lot of maintenance that you gotta do when you got a trach and feeding tube. But I'm just glad the hard part is over with in my life. I already had the Harrington rods put in my bag. Like, so much stuff I had to do just to get where I'm at today. And I think that's why I'm in this situation. It kind of made me realize how important life is and living it to the fullest every day. Because you just never know what life may hit you with. So it's just good to live one day at a time. And that's what I've been doing since I was young. And here I am today. I never thought I'd be 31, but I mean, I'm going to keep going and see how far this road takes me and just live every day and make this music, do what I love doing every day, and just maintenance the little things in my life. Like right now, my wheelchair, I think, needs new batteries because it's not really holding a charge right now. So that's probably the next thing I'm trying to do is get new batteries, because every time I go for my walk, nowadays when I get home, I only have like maybe 1 bar or 2 bars left. Once I hit this one street that's close to my house, I always be going slow. And then on top of that, I'm trying to think what day this was. Oh, it was last week. My nurse forgot to charge my chair, but so I went to go try to get an x-ray again. I went there 3 times and I wasn't able to get an x-ray. And then on top of that, I look at my wheelchair, battery low, so that was a disappointing day. Sometimes you just have to erase whatever happened in that time and that day, whatever irritated me at that time. I just went blank and just restarted, because just rebooted like a computer, because I ain't got time to stress on little things like that, because I know how life is. Life is always, some disappointments, but I mean, that really wasn't a disappointment, but just a waste of time. But at the same time, I was able to get outside and out going somewhere, so it was nice to get out the house a little bit and hang with my mom and nurse, so that was nice. Got to hang out, enjoy the breeze a little bit. Wasn't bad. Man, I don't know why this slipped on my mind the other day. I went to go see my grandpa, and I just forgot to talk about it on this video. I seen this girl the other day. I be, as soon as I pass him, oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Saying, what I'm gonna say, when I get off this video, I probably be like, oh man, I should have said something else and slipped that in, but that's just how it goes. So I try to remember everything and get it all into this video as much as I can, but I forgot about that. But I did see my grandpa probably like 3 weeks ago. And he does have dementia, and luckily he still knows me and still able to talk to me, and I talked to him. It was a nice experience to get out the house with my rec therapist and go holler at my grandpa. Haven't seen him in a while. We actually have to put his dog down tomorrow, which sucks. It's just like one dog after another, or one thing after another. But his dog Buddy, my grandpa's, has like congestive heart failure. Kind of like me. That's what I have. Thanks to my disease, Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It made me go through hell already and back, but it was worth it. I'm still here, still fighting strong. I'm just thankful I have the opportunity to even be here and live, and just to be where I'm at today is just a blessing. Even when, I was young, that's a blessing. But 31 years old, I would never thought that. But maybe I thought that because I never felt like I was gonna die young, like all the statistics tell me and show me. But there's been times, like I went to a pulmonary appointment. This was probably maybe 15 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. I was pretty young, but I was going in there and they did the breathing test, so I tried my best and blow out as hard as I can and show them how good I'm breathing, and it wasn't good results. So I went down the hallway and I freaking cried for real, because I was just like, man, it's like no matter what I go through, no matter what I do to try to help myself, it just gets worse. So it just sucked at that moment. And then another moment was like realizing I really need a breathing machine, and I just wasn't breathing good and just felt like everywhere I was, like a fish out of water. I think that was a commercial, but I feel like that. So, but like now, I'm so used to it, not being able to breathe, because, my nurse will take the trach off for a second, or the side of the circuit, and then clean it for a second, and then put it back together, and that, I'm used to it. And then my tube falls off sometimes. I have to try to get people's attention, so it's always something, but I'm just glad I don't really have to worry about breathing problems anymore like I used to. I used to really suffer with that, and just try to breathe as hard as I can. So I'll put my hand kind of in my stomach all the time to help me kind of breathe and kind of lean forward. And that's what I did for a while. But then I was like, man, something's got to give. So I just got the ventilator with the mask, and I wore that for a little bit. That only works for so long, because you get CO2 poisoning eventually when you can't release it all. So eventually you get a trach. I remember the day that I didn't want to go to the hospital, and I was coughing a lot and trying to get mucus out, and I didn't get no mucus out. And it's weird, like 2 days went by and I felt like it had only been like 10 minutes. So I must have been getting some of that poison and me at CO2. So mine wasn't thinking right. But luckily I went to the hospital, and that's what saved me. If I would have stayed home, you wouldn't be hearing me talk right now doing this video. So I'm just thankful that I listened and I went, but it took me 2 days to go. But I eventually went there, so it's just crazy things you have to go through. And they told me I had pneumonia, and then we went up to the top room, and then some chaos went down. My mom was in the hallway. I was in the hospital bed, like in ICU, and they were cleaning me up and stuff. And like at this time, I couldn't really talk. Mask slipped off my nose, so I couldn't really say nothing because I was sick. My voice had went away. And man, just couldn't breathe for a while. So I thought I was gonna die right there in that moment. It felt like I was. And that was the first time they've ever used a ambu bag. But if my mom was in there, that wouldn't have happened. But yeah, I thought, I could trust them, and apparently not. So they almost killed me. Like, didn't see that, and then ambu bagged me, brought me back to life, put me on another mask I'm not used to, different settings, and then like after that, maybe 5 seconds later, I blacked out and I don't remember nothing else until I woke up with a incubation tube down me, and then I'm like, what is this? What happened? And I remember my friend coming over there and was crying, all that. It was traumatic, man, what was going on. But I'm glad I made it through it. But my CO2 had spiked up to 120, and that should have killed me. But I guess my body knows I'm a fighter and knows that. And then God gave me the strength that I need, and that helped me through whatever I was going through, and luckily survived. But my mom was telling me that they were yelling at me, sticking needles in me, and I don't know nothing about that. All I know is waking up with that tube down me, and then my doctor's like, where's the trach? Because not too long ago he told me you have to get a trach and you have to schedule surgery soon. I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna do it next year. Well, next year I didn't make it to next year, so what happened was I went through all that chaos, and then the doctor was like, so you want the where's the trach? And then I was like, oh man, I couldn't even talk, but I was like, had nodding my head. Yeah, I want the trach, because I'm not gonna stop. I done came too far, been through so much just to stop now, so I'm gonna keep fighting till I lose my last breath, or breathe my last breath, so my heart don't beat no more. I've just been that kind of fighter since I was young. Never felt like anything was wrong with me, even though I do have this disease over me. But I just never let that hold me back. I just thought of an idea the other day. I have like $25 on a gift card that I can use on Amazon. I'm thinking of like all the friends that have passed that I know in my life that passed from Duchenne muscular dystrophy. I'm gonna make a shirt with them all on it, and then maybe write like rest in peace or something. I don't know what to write yet, but that's just an idea that came in my head. And then I have a new album name. I hope it's good, but I think it is Resilient. Resilient. That's what I'm thinking of calling my next album. It was Life Happens, but I just feel like Life Happens doesn't have much significance to it. So I just want to have more to it than just Life Happens or something that describes me. And resilient is like perfect word for me. My nurse came up with that. I like it, so I think I'm gonna run with that until the next name pops in my head. But I just can't wait. I'm gonna get these 4 beats and then get to work, do these songs. Like I worked on one of my other new beats last week and finally finished it. I think it sounds really good. And I really do like the last song I did for TikTok and Instagram and all that. I don't think I have a name for it. 'Cause I haven't really named a lot of my songs lately. I just staying on the grind, writing this music every day. Even though, I don't call it work, but I still call it the grind. But yeah, check out my Instagram, Wheelz the Rapper. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wheelz the Rapper. Check me out on Facebook, Larry Schmidt, SCHMIDT. Check me out. And also on SoundCloud, Wheelz the Rapper. You can hear a lot of my old music I did from last year. I probably did 2 songs, probably in December, but I haven't done anything since in January except for the TikTok and Facebook and all that. And then I do have one song that I recorded already at the studio, so I'm getting it together. Still got an album to put out too at the same time and a single. So stay tuned. I thank y'all for listening. Appreciate the support. I'll holler at y'all. Wheelz, baby.